sandals blistered. I felt it so familiar. The stomping ground of prophets. In a sea of drifting bliss, the sun that shone on brilliance wrapped the ocean's briny taste in rippling waves of silence. Deepest blue, the desert night, the moon bright white reflected eyes. I recognized that lonesome harbor, the valley of subconscious. Cold sand sits between your toes, I'll cut off stones like razors. Tracking the scary across the gorge on a cold electro vapor. And when she sidles up to me, her voice a laughing flutter, with flashing eyes and lips and teeth in the aura of the ancients. I thought I'd seen this scene before, the sacred script carved in the sky, licking edges, constellations, saw the sunrise in the morning, the aura of the ancients, valley of subconscious, rippling waves of silence, the stomping ground of prophets. Stomping Ground of Prophets. That was one of the songs I attempted to play last night at the Igor Escargot Radio Open Mic Night at L'Hirondelle. Cool little bar with a cave down in the Latin Quarter, sort of. And it was fun. It was a great lineup. It's all open mic, but everyone there was really had to, there was spoken word. There was this older gal with a ukulele playing Chinese folk songs on a ukulele. There was this band. Let's see what else. There was like some rap sort of stuff, hip hop sort of stuff, and folky sort of stuff. And the cool thing about it is that there's this guy. Well, for my set, it became an impromptu jam session. So there was this band that played earlier, which was really good, really energetic and funny. They're a little bit like Flight of the Conchords, a little bit, humoristic in that sense. A little bit of theater, a little bit of stage play, a little bit of musical vibe as well. With the lead guy, Mark. If I got his name right, yes, Mark. And so when I went on, I brought, usually people are playing acoustic guitars, but they've got all these amps and a drum set and all this stuff, so I brought my electric guitar and this distortion pedal, the hyper metal. But for some reason, it didn't really work out when I plugged it into the amp on stage there, for whatever reason. So I just unplugged. It had this sort of sound, but the amp was optimized for acoustic guitar, and they must have active pickups or something, because when I plugged the electric in, it was really low volume. All that, long and short, is that these two guys from the earlier band came and joined me. Really good piano player, really great drummer, and Teddy, this guy who was playing bass along with everyone, or almost a lot of people that night. So suddenly I went up on stage and I had a full band, and so that was fun. And then this guy Tristan took some videos of it, and he did a really good job. And on his camera, I've never seen this. Perhaps I've seen it, but I've never taken notice. Is that he's got sort of a wide angle lens on his camera. So I'm going to post some of those as reels on my Gram of Instas account, which is @electricpaul, all one word, all in English, all lowercase, all awesome. And I ran into my pal Antonia. And Antonia, if you're watching, I'm sorry I didn't get to speak with you any further, but Antonia, she's a poet in town here. And we said hello upstairs, and then I went upstairs to go meet my woman. And when I came back down, Antonia was sort of back in this one part of the cave, the performance area, which was really one of these volute roof caves in Paris. Almost every building has it, so you go downstairs and you've got these volute ceilings. And Igor's so tall that he has to duck while he's walking through there. And Antonio was like holding court surrounded by a bevy of admirers, so I wasn't able, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to go and discuss. I would have liked to introduce my woman to you. And who else was there? Oh, so have you ever been in this instance where you recognize someone from online? So this has happened once before. There's this gal, won't mention her name, and she, for some reason, the Grand Vistas of the Book of Faces, it just kept saying, hey, you be friends with this person, you be friends with this person. I'm like, I don't know this person, who's this person? And then I went to a party and I saw her, like, hey, I know you. But similar thing happened last night, not exactly, it's this gal, Allison, if you're out there, nice to meet you finally, who I see in my friends' posts every so often, and she did a real nice poetry reading last night as well. And what else? So that's basically the art update. Have you seen that clip of Bowie going around? And one of the things that he mentions is it looks like it's from the 90s maybe. One of the things that he mentions is being almost ready. An artist has to live on the edge. If you're feeling comfortable, that means you aren't going deep enough. And so, even though I don't have this song down, I went out there and it became, you'll see, I got some critique afterwards. Igor, the host of the event, he described it as a punk performance, okay? And then when I went upstairs and this gal said something, she offered an honest critique, which is just great, the best kind of critique. I said, yeah, that was a mess. She said, yeah, it was a mess, but it was exciting, so that's a good thing. And then she said, I think that you should sing louder. And I told her there's something about the mechanics of my projection that I have a problem with. I think I probably sing too much from the chest and not enough from the diaphragm. And anyway, but I also noticed that the vocal mic was turned low because there was a rap guy later on, and I could just barely hear anything that he was saying. And also Bowie says that you've got to be true to your art. You can't pander to taste, because then your art suffers, and it's no good for anyone. I'm not being melodramatic. I'm just saying that it's not as pure. It's not as sincere. If you're trying to hit some steps rather than flowing, interpreting the creativity of the universe as it flows through you. Like the Force. So I think actually next time I'll do this one. That's part of Chelou. Bonsoir, mademoiselle. Oops. Comment ça va? Quoi de neuf? T'as fait une promenade dans le parc de Belleville récemment? Virginie? Signale-moi quand tu auras une prochaine vernissage. Je veux bien voir votre atelier. Atelier! Ok, on a 30 secondes qui restent ici. Donc, oh oui, so I'm changing up the time today. My woman sent me a little infographic said that there's a certain tranche collection of hours. Oh, look at this. When I turn the light off, listen to the amp. Oh. Okay, didn't do anything. So there's a certain optimum hours of the day to post. So I'm shifting the podcast a little bit later in the day. So hopefully we're going to have even more